Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as promised, I was going to give you a video on how to save. Basically, this will work for anybody's budget, okay? But you got to follow the steps in order to be successful by the end of the year and have a nice cushion in your savings account. So guys, the first step is to live within your means. Okay, do not try to keep up with Kim Kardashian. Please don't try to keep up with Kylie, because Kim and them can't keep up with Kylie. Okay, it is so important to live within your means, because if you live outside of your means, you are definitely living paycheck to paycheck. Okay, and you do not want that, because that's when you get into a lot of trouble financially. And if anybody know, like I know, finances can be very hard, very stressful to tackle, okay, for any age group, old and young. Do right by your money. I feel like your money would do right by you, if that makes any sense. So people say that when you get divorced, most divorces end due to financial issues, not infidelity issues, like, you know, the little young naive me thought back in the day. But the first thing is to live within your means, and don't compare yourself to other people, because we all know how we see, you know, people on Facebook, and we went to high school with them. They're taking trips, you know, they spending money left and right, but you can't count other people's coins. You got to count your own coins. Stick within your own realm, okay? Mind your own business. Stay in your lane. And then from that perspective, you do what's best for you and your family, not what's best for what looks good on Facebook or what looks great on Instagram. Pay your bills first. Don't go as soon as you get your paycheck and just start spending and swiping and not taking control of your budget. You need to first pay your bills. And I'm going to kind of go over what consist of your bills. When I think of bills, I think of things that are the same each month, and they are a need. Boop! I'm gonna say it again. It usually, the amount stays the same, and it's definitely a need. The third step is to have a plan for your money. Don't just go willy-nilly. Don't just go crazy. Sit down each month and budget out what money goes where and who get paid first. If you have a plan for your money, then you can always have extra money available if you do it right. So each month, you know, you get a certain amount of money in, you pay your bills first, and then you have your money to go out to different things that you enjoy doing, such as shopping. You know, for me, it's makeup, it's shoes, but it's also savings. Savings is so important, and I really feel like you should pay yourself first. And how you pay yourself first is through savings. So we'll get a little bit into that further on down the line in the video. Well, the next step is basically do your research on your extra money that you have left over. If you're like me and you enjoy shopping, I like to shop for the majority of my clothes or shoes off season. Right now is the perfect time for you to be buying boots, because they are usually 50% off, because people are trying to get them out to get in their new spring inventory. So that's what I mean. Do your research. I am a lover, a fanatic for online shopping. What I like to do is I like to go and compare the prices for something that I may want. And then once my check comes, I've paid my bills. Now I can go and get that pair of shoes that I was looking at, because I have money left over. But if you do it in the wrong order, you can end up in financial turmoil. You can end up in financial debt, and you can also start having additional stress as far as creditors calling you, and you want to avoid that altogether. So I want to give you guys a couple tips on how to save money without saving so much in the beginning that you'll be willing to fall off the bandwagon. I believe in small steps and then working your way up from there. So what I did last year is that I started off, because I know me, when I want something, I want something. And I feel like if I worked, then I deserve to spend my money how I want to. after I paid my bills. So all my necessities I've taken care of. But after that, I feel like I would just spend like a psychopath with no responsibilities. It's kind of crazy. But I've gotten better. So I like to be honest. I've gotten a lot better over the last year. Start with something small, like every 2 weeks, have $10 automatically go into your savings account every 2 weeks. Okay, yes, that's just $20 a month. Okay, so what I did was the next month I went up to $30. And then the next month I went up to $40. And now today I'm sitting at every pay period. I get $50 taken out of my checking account that goes directly into my savings account, and I don't touch it. I don't bother it. I don't check on it. I don't monitor it because I've gotten used to it just not being there and budgeting off of the rest of my money. Go look up your account, your checking account with whomever you bank with, and write down exactly how much you're spending, every single thing you spent for the last 30 days, okay? You can even go back and do 2 months if you want to, just to make sure that you're not missing out on anything. But I would recommend doing 30 days back. And I wrote down everything that I swiped my card for. And I know that everybody knows this, but you spend so much money on food. It is ridiculous. I wasn't keeping up with it. I wasn't paying attention to it. I spent so much money on food, not groceries. I mean, stopping at the gas station. I mean, going to Starbucks and getting my coffee. Those type of expenses can be eliminated. Yes, you're not going to die if you don't stop at Starbucks before you get ready to go to work in the morning. So instead, I invested in a Keurig machine. And now before I leave work, I get my own coffee and I head off. That also saves me not only time, but also money. Now that we've got all of that done, I am going to show you a hypothetical, not my budget, of what a healthy budget and living inside of your means actually looks like. So we're going to start with a budget. We'll do a hypothetical budget of, let's move it out the way. So our budget is going to be $3,500 after taxes. All right, guys, y'all with me so far? So what I'm going to start off with is our bills. Our bills, to me, is stuff that you need that doesn't really fluctuate. It's basically the same every single month. So with a $3,500 budget, we are going to, when I say pay yourself first, paying yourself is by your savings account. Your savings account, we're going to do savings. We are going to do rent/mortgage. Hope I can spell mortgage. I'm not spelling it right. Whatever. We're going to do car note because you got to have a way back and forth. We're going to do insurance for your car, and you got some debt, okay? We're going to do credit cards. You've got 3. 1, 2, 3. So then we're going to come over here and we're going to say you went to school, so you have student loan payments. Yes, girl, you can't make $3,500 a month. You ain't got no student loans. You have a phone. You need to talk on the phone. Don't ya? You do. You got to be able to look at Instagram and Facebook. You have internet because you got to be able to, have Wi-Fi in your house. You have cable. Need to watch TV. We're going to be petty. Let's do Apple Music. And you have a electric bill, which your water bill is included with this. We're just going to play around with that, okay? So we're going to say, let's see. We're going to say your savings is $300 a month. Girl, you finna be lit. This is going to be a good budget. And you have your rent, which is $800 a month. Your car note is $275 because you have a nice car. Yeah. Your insurance is going to run you with your nice car about $125 a month. Then we're going to do just your minimum payments, not what you need to get out of debt. These are your minimum payments. Your minimum payments on your credit cards is $25, $50, and $35. All you paying is the minimum. You ain't trying to get out of debt. You know what you're doing with your life. Your student loan payments is $210. We're going to say your phone is $80 because your internet is $60 a month because you didn't bundle. Your cable is $150 a month because you like all your channels. Okay. And then you have $10 a month for your Apple Music, and we'll say your electric bill will run you about $120. So let's get to adding. Okay, we're going to add first. We got to add all this up. All right, so you need to, all of this equals $2,114. Now you need to subtract this from, so let's do 3,500 minus 214. Woo, girl, that's a lot nice to have left. Okay, so it equals 1,386. But hold on, you're not done because you have more stuff that you need to budget for. So now we're going to do what I like to call your expenses. You got expenses, honey. Yes, let's flip the page. These are our expenses. And now what you have to work with is $1,386. Your new budget for the month for your expenses is $1,000. I write ugly, but you get the picture. So what I call your expenses are things that fluctuates. So you have gas, you have food, you have clothes, because you is a fashionista, honey. You got to get your hair done. Your nails are just important as your hair. You have a family, so you want to have family activities, movies, and etc. And keep in mind, this is a monthly budget. And we've already allocated for your savings, so you are super good on that end. So we're going to say gas for you is $120 a month. You spend about $375 on groceries. Your clothes budget is $200. You spend $100 a month on your hair. Could be more, but let's just go with that. And you spend $100 on your nails. So let me just do $180 on your hair. Let's just be realistic. Okay. And family activities will run you $175. Let's see. Let's add this up. But don't fret because you got savings, girl. You cut it close. So all of this equals $1,150. And we're going to go 1,386 minus, sorry, my dog's going crazy, 1,150. And you now have an additional $236 a month. But I wouldn't, if I was you, this would go towards paying off credit cards. Credit cards. So you got everything allocated for you, right? And then you are also putting $300 a month in savings. Let's just do 300 times 12 equals, you are saving $3,600 a month. Bam! Amazing! Ooh, it's amazing grace. How sweet. I mean, amazing within 1 year.